Goldilocks and the Three Bears Adventure. Once upon a time, in a cozy little house at the edge of a big, dark forest, lived three bears: Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear. Each bear had their own bed to sleep in, their own chair to sit in, and their own bowl to eat from. One morning, Mama Bear made some yummy porridge for breakfast. But the porridge was too hot to eat, so the bears decided to take a walk in the forest while it cooled down. Meanwhile, in a nearby village, a curious little girl named Goldilocks was out for a stroll. She had golden hair that shone in the sunlight and a nose for adventure. As she walked, she saw the bear's house and felt her curiosity grow. "I wonder who lives here," she thought, tiptoeing closer. The door was slightly open, and Goldilocks couldn't resist taking a peek inside. Inside the house, Goldilocks saw 3 bowls of porridge on the table. She was very hungry after her long walk, so she decided to try some. She tasted the porridge from Papa Bear's big bowl first. "Ouch, this porridge is too hot," she exclaimed, pulling back her spoon quickly. Then she tried Mama Bear's medium-sized bowl. "Oh no, this porridge is too cold," she said with a frown. Finally, she tasted the porridge from Baby Bear's small bowl. "Yum, this porridge is just right," she said, and she ate it all up until there was nothing left. After finishing the porridge, Goldilocks felt a bit tired and looked for a place to sit down. She saw 3 chairs in the living room. She tried sitting in Papa Bear's big chair. "This chair is too hard," she grumbled, shifting uncomfortably. Next, she tried Mama Bear's medium-sized chair. "This chair is too soft," she sighed, sinking deep into the cushions. Then she sat down in Baby Bear's small chair. "This chair is just right," she said with a smile. But suddenly, the chair broke into pieces, and Goldilocks fell to the floor with a thud. She was startled and felt a little guilty for breaking Baby Bear's chair. Feeling even more tired, Goldilocks decided to go upstairs to look for a bed. She found 3 beds in the bedroom. First, she lay down on Papa Bear's big bed. "This bed is too hard," she complained, rolling over and rubbing her back. Then she tried Mama Bear's medium-sized bed. "This bed is too soft," she yawned, feeling like she was sinking into a marshmallow. Finally, she lay down on Baby Bear's small bed. "Ah, this bed is just right," she whispered, pulling the blanket up to her chin and closing her eyes. Soon, Goldilocks was fast asleep, snuggled up and dreaming happily. Just then, the 3 bears came back from their walk. They noticed the door was open and hurried inside, feeling a little worried. "Someone's been eating my porridge," growled Papa Bear, looking at his nearly full bowl with a deep frown. "Someone's been eating my porridge too," said Mama Bear, noticing the spoon in her half-empty bowl. "Someone's been eating my porridge, and it's all gone," cried Baby Bear, staring sadly at his empty bowl. The bears then went into the living room. "Someone's been sitting in my chair," grumbled Papa Bear, seeing the cushions slightly askew. "Someone's been sitting in my chair too," said Mama Bear, noticing her chair had been moved. "Someone's been sitting in my chair, and now it's broken," sobbed Baby Bear, looking at the pieces of his small chair scattered on the floor. The bears went upstairs to the bedroom, feeling a mix of confusion and concern. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," growled Papa Bear, seeing the rumpled sheets. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed too," said Mama Bear, noticing the dent in her soft mattress. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed, and she's still there," exclaimed Baby Bear, pointing to the small figure under his blanket. Goldilocks woke up and saw the 3 bears staring at her. She was so scared that she jumped out of bed, ran down the stairs, and dashed out of the house as fast as her little legs could carry her. She didn't stop running until she was safely back in her own home, her heart pounding with both fear and excitement. The bears watched Goldilocks run away and felt a mix of surprise and amusement. "Well, that was quite an adventure," said Mama Bear, shaking her head with a smile. "Let's fix everything and enjoy our porridge," said Papa Bear, rolling up his sleeves. Baby Bear, although sad about his chair, smiled and said, "Maybe next time we'll invite her in for breakfast." The 3 bears worked together to fix the broken chair, tidy up the living room, and straighten the beds. They sat down together and enjoyed their porridge, feeling happy to be a family and ready for the next adventure that life might bring their way. Moral of the story: from this adventure, We learn the importance of respecting others' belongings and the consequences of curiosity without permission. Goldilocks' experience teaches us that it's always best to ask before taking something that isn't ours. The bears also show kindness and forgiveness, reminding us that it's good to be understanding and open-hearted.